one issue regarding an audio that was circulating yesterday with my voice. Some of you have heard that audio. If you listen to the audio, some people thought that I'm promoting smoking nargila with our youth. That is not the case, my dear brothers and sisters. Let me clarify this issue and be crystal clear here. And the message I sent, first of all, that message was not sent to the public. It was not sent to the community. It was sent to a particular group, a committee that is in charge of putting programs and events in our center here at the Islamic Institute of America. So it was not meant for the whole community or the whole world. Number two, I was not given instructions or orders to allow our youth to smoke nargila. I was encouraging a debate. I was suggesting to study this case. What if we allow our youth to use nargila outside the masjid in the parking lot so we can attract their attendance and bring them in? I myself, I'm against nargila. I have spoken so many times against nargila. But what made me even compromise my position is my passion for the youth, my dear brothers and sisters. I'm not trying to promote nargila here. Please. Some people are taking my words out of context. I'm not promoting nargila, nor I'm suggesting that our youth would come inside the masjid, house of Allah, and smoke nargila. That was not even the suggestion. The whole idea was to spark a debate, a healthy debate on how best to bring our youth in. My dear brothers and sisters, you all know that many Islamic centers, institutions in our community are basically void of youth. What are the youth? I challenge you. Go to most of our mosques, centers in the month of Ramadan. You don't see the youth. I'm trying to come up with a solution on how to bring the youth back. That's a noble cause, to think about our youth, about the future of our community, because I believe the future of the community rests with our youth, my dear brothers and sisters. If we cannot bring the youth back, فَعَلَى الْإِسْلَامِ السَّلَامِ, my dear brothers and sisters. There is no future for our community. And where are our youth? You go to any masjid, it's empty. There are no youth. They are outside. They are somewhere outside, having nargila, having sahra. All I was trying to do is to spark a debate, a healthy conversation among our community on how we bring the youth back. Let's face it, we have so many issues with the youth, my dear brothers and sisters. By choosing not to talk about those issues, we're not going to solve them. We have to be brave enough to address those issues. We have to be courageous to address those issues. And those issues will be lingering. 2 days ago, we lost 2 members of our community who are both youth. One young man, one young woman. How did that happen? And why that happened? Have you ever asked yourself? 2 young men and women riding a motorcycle, speeding 90 miles per hour on Ford Road. All we do, we go and attend the funerals. We shed some tears. Allah yarhamhum, hadna wa nasibna. We blame our fate, our nasib. No one is digging deep to say, hey, what's going on here? Why those problems are occurring? and how to prevent them in the future. We will not be able to prevent those incidents, those tragic incidents, unless we address the root cause. How do we address the root cause? By encouraging our youth to come to the masjid. Let's tell our youth that the masjid is not a monastery. Our masajid have to be youth friendly. We have to encourage them to come here so we can spark a debate on how to protect the future of our youth. That is the whole idea, is to encourage our youth to be part of decision making, to be part of their faith, to be ambassadors for their religion. It is so embarrassing. I swear to Allah, it is so embarrassing. If someone comes, a stranger comes in Ramadan to our community and he walks along all those streets on Ford Road, on Warren Avenue, and he goes to the masajid to find them empty from the youth, but he goes to all those public places, coffee shops, and sees thousands of our youth are there. Isn't it so embarrassing to us? What is the problem? I ask you, what is the problem? Is the problem in our religion? Of course it's not in our religion. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had revealed the best religion to Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Al-yawma akmaltu lakum deenakum. It's a perfect religion. So where is the problem? The problem is not in our religion, it's in us. It's in us who fail how to reach out to our youth. And I'm forced to admit, as someone in charge of one of the leading Islamic institutions, I'm the first to admit that we are all at fault by not doing enough to bring them in. Jesus alayhi salam was seen coming out of prostitute house. Do you hear me? Jesus was seen coming out of a prostitute house. قالوا هذا أنت يا روح الله? Is that you? What do you do here at the prostitute house? قال إن الطبيب قد يزور المريض. I'm a doctor. I came to visit my patient. We need to visit those patients. We need to bring them in. Let's not be so rigid, my dear brothers and sisters. Please, let's not keep gossiping. آل السيد روحوا جيبوا الأراجيل وتعالوا على المساجد. الله لا يسامحهم لهؤلاء الناس الذين يزيفون الحقيقة. That's not true. No one is trying to promote argila. No one is trying to corrupt our youth. We're trying to bring them back to the right path. And that should be something that we all have to work on. There are people who have no business but to gossip and backbite. I have nothing to do with them. I'm talking to you, my dear brothers and sisters. Let's work with each other so we can save a whole generation. A whole generation. Let's fulfill our responsibility toward our young generation. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات